Analogous harmony are colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Now, if we broaden that to be, say we're doing the purples, maybe we go on both sides, we get a little bit wider range. We still get an analogous harmony, but we get a lot more variety there. Now, I could use a purple just the way it is, or oops, let's see, I could use a tint of that. So you can see it doesn't always have to be vibrant. I could use, let's see, what about pulling in something that is right next to it, and if we're using the color picker, we can just move this a little bit up and down to get something kind of in between there. Maybe we want it to be a light value. So right now we're all analogous. They're all pretty similar to there. What I'm going to have you do is get some paint swatches, either like color swatches from the paint store, or you could use your paint and make your own paint swatches. And I want you to just see what you can find that is in the same area of the color wheel, so analogous. We want that to be a really interesting palette. So you're just going to create some colors here. And you could do this on your computer like I am as well. So you can see the blues and the greens are right next to each other. And I can end up with something that is pretty interesting. Let's see. So that's quite an interesting analogous harmony. And when you watercolor, keeping things in that same area is really interesting. If you're doing calligraphy, you could, keep everything in that same area of the color family. Just choose from one part and leave the rest of it behind. Just because you have all the colors on your palette doesn't mean you need to use all of them. So take the opportunity to find some analogous harmonies and create some of 3 or 4 or 5 that are pleasing to you and that keep it within that same narrow area of the color wheel.